What is happening, guys? Mike here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a real treat for you. I mean, if you're a nerd for hair products like I am, it's a real treat. And if you're not a nerd for hair products, I don't really even know what you're doing here to begin with. It might just be It's going to be a cool video. Let's just leave it at that. It's going to be a cool video. We're looking at one of the pioneers of the homebrewing community, one of the classic brands that shaped and molded how we view hair products. Today, we will be one of the brands that has shaped and molded how we view hair products today. And yes, that brand is none other than Shear Revival. Alright, so for those that don't know, Shear Revival is owned and operated by Jessica and Zachary West. It was founded in 2013 in Asbury Park, New Jersey, and its backstory is a lot like some of the other brands that we've seen here. After Zachary, who's a barber, became unsatisfied with what he found within the grooming market, what the grooming market had to offer was really kind of unsatisfactory to him as a barber and a product user. So he set out to create something better, and that has led to the line that we know now as Shear Revival. And over the course of the 6 years that they've been in operation, they have distinguished themselves by their clean labels and oftentimes amazing references in the titles. And of course, their products have become extremely popular for those nourishing, healthy ingredients and of course their awesome performance. Now today we are doing a brand showcase, and if you're new or unfamiliar with my brand showcases, this is not meant to be a standard review where I test and offer opinions. Instead, this is meant to be more of like a visual reference of the brand, kind of like a visual catalog, if you will, their history, their lineup, what each product does. So that helps you guys if you're looking at their line or, you know, what product may be good for me. You can kind of come back to this and get all the details on the product so it can kind of help you make your choice. So that's what we're going to do today. I just wanted to explain that so people aren't surprised here at the end when they don't see things like a washout or endurance test explanation, a lot of opinion-based stuff. I also want to mention here too that this should be particularly helpful to people who have both tried and not tried this brand, because there recently was some changes made to some of the products. I don't know every single one. I wasn't given like a list or anything. So what I've done here is just outlined each product and what they do as of this moment, as of, you know, today. This is what they do. But we do have a lot to get through today. There's a lot of products to talk about, so let's just get straight into it here. To make this easy, we are going to break things up into 3 sections: hair care, body care, and extra great Acceleratabolus. Because why not? Why not? First, let's check out the players of hair care, and up first in that we have the Crystal Lake Styling Pomade. This here is an aloe juice based, medium hold, lightweight, waxy cream pomade. It's designed to be pliable all day and with an easy 1 shampoo washout. The consistency of the product is a combination for me of creamy, soft, and slightly waxy. Breaking it down, it's not extremely sticky, and in the past, I'll be honest, I had issues with the hold on this one, but in testing this out this time, I actually found that it not only held my hair much better through the use of the great control on top of the available hold, but it styled so quickly. It was a total surprise. It seemed to just fall into place with absolute minimal effort. Next up, we have the Northern Lights Matte Paste. This too is aloe juice based, but this one offers a firm hold, matte finish, and a citrus and sage scent. I do have a review of this one available on the channel as well, but like Crystal Lake, this one too is 98% plant derived, and through that it has ingredient features like sage oil and calendula extract, which promote hair growth and prevent things in the scalp like dandruff. The consistency of the product is not too much different initially than Crystal Lake. It's smooth, creamy, somewhat soft, but here we got a bit of dryness and a little more stickiness. It's still a nice soft breakdown, which translates nicely into using it in my opinion. It really brings together that nice balance of creaminess to distribute the product and then dryness to encourage texture, volume, and a nice matte finish. Now let's move to the Grey Ghost Cream Pomade. This is a Batman-inspired cult classic that offers a firm hold hold and natural finish. Like the others as well, this one includes specialized ingredients like sunflower oil for healthy hair growth and rice bran wax, which is a natural UV protectant. Now, it is different from Northern Lights in the sense that it's not Northern Lights. It also doesn't have clay, but it does have a really nice consistency. At the risk of repeating myself again and again and again, it is smooth, it is slick, it is kind of creamy, but I also think a better word for this is kind of spongy. Honestly, I really like the consistency of this one. It's really satisfying to scoop out and actually use and put through the hair. When I do use it, I do see some similarities there, to be honest, between this and Northern Lights. However, this is much stickier, and when used in dry hair, it produces a really nice matte finish instead of a natural finish on damp hair. Now, we do have two more, so let's keep it moving here with the newest member of the team, the Loyal Sea Clay. This was created for a few purposes and not just hairstyling. For the hair, it does offer a light hold with natural finish, but it can actually also be used as a beard balm to hydrate, strengthen, and nourish. Now, the consistency of the Loyal Clay is super creamy. I mean, at first glance, it actually looks kind of like Arcadian clay. And believe me, those are words I never thought I'd say. But no, it's not comparable, and you will see that here in the demo. I actually think this has a bit more presence than Arcadian, which is a lot more dry than this, but the Loyal Clay has a bit of gleam to it, a bit of shine perhaps. You can see it there in my hair, but it is in that bit of oil, that bit of shine that controls the hair. And that also leads us to the biggest surprise here with this product, and that is that it's not weighed down. That's actually quite awesome in my opinion, the fact that it's got that little bit of shine there, but it's actually still very weightless. It is true, I think, that the hold is quite light, but for one of those lazy day, set it and forget it type scenarios, this definitely delivers. Last, we have the Easy Tiger Traditional Pomade. This here is for the old school pomade lovers, but it's not your standard oil-based pomade. This is petrol-free, but don't let that hold you up. It's designed to be every bit of a classic pomade. It offers a strong hold with neutral finish, and it's fortified with awesome stuff like shea butter, avocado oil, and jojoba oil. This one here is obviously much different than the rest of the line. You can see that when you just look at the product. It's incredibly thick. It's a back of the nail scooper for sure, but even then we can see how smooth it is too, which for me is kind of a common theme for the line. Quite honestly, it's easy to forget this one is petrol-free. It actually performs and styles just like a standard oil base. There's no missing gaps there that I could see. It is really nice and sticky, so the hair sticks together and allows for volume to be built and styles to be sculpted. It has a super nice hold, and folks that love the shine will have a lot to love here. Now let's move on to body care, and there's really some equally exciting stuff here in this category, starting first with the brand new Aura All Natural Deodorant. This was formulated with sensitive skin in mind and handcrafted without baking soda or artificial fragrances, and in fact it is 100% plant and mineral derived and vegan. The scent used here to mask your stank with is eucalyptus, cedarwood, and lime essential oils. Next we have the Fletcher Skin Repair Balm. This was formulated with rejuvenating, nourishing oils, butters, and extracts to help ease irritation or swelling and properly heal your dry, damaged skin. This too is vegan with 100% plant-derived ingredients. Now let's talk Sawbones. This is the all-purpose oil of the line, and by all-purpose it pretty much means it covers you head to toe. It does everything from hair and beard conditioning to hydrating the face, assisting with shaving, or conditioning hands, feet, whatever really. Just like the others too, this is vegan and 100% plant-derived, and the scent used here is bergamot, rosemary, and amber essential oils. Now we come to our final category, Extra Great Accelertabulous, which will cover everything else not already discussed, starting first with the limited pressings and the texture spray. This is a limited product taking a new spin on the everyday sea salt spray. It's made from a combo of sea salt from the Atlantic and Australian kale and clay. On top of hold and texture, which is kind of a given, it's made to hydrate, which is kind of new for this type of product. Now you can use this in air dried hair, but as usual, a blow dryer is needed to really see what this can do. And after spraying it all in and blow drying it fully, here's the result that I got. It's not as dry as other sprays that I've seen, honestly, but it does have a great deal of hold, quite a bit more than I've seen with a lot of texture sprays. That being said, the texture is a bit low here, but man, that hold kind of took me by surprise, honestly. Now, because we are pressed for time, we're gonna move this right along here since we still got a lot to cover. Let's move to the 1926 fragrance, which is an all-purpose fragrance designed to spruce up, well, anything really, body, room, clothing, whatever you'd like to smell better with its blend of sandalwood, bergamot, and vetiver. The same scent used here is actually used in the handmade candle as well, which is made with American grown soy wax and comes in a nice big 8-ounce jar for 16 bucks. And yes, it smells amazing. Here we also have the Alwyn Leather Care Balm that was made to revitalize, protect, and preserve all your leather goods without any discoloration. It can be applied by hand or with a rag. And of course, I had to try this out real quick with my Red Wing Rangers, say that 3 times fast. And as you can see for yourself, they needed a bit of attention, and this seems to really bring them back to life. And honestly, the leather looked a little bit like dehydrated here, which I'm not an expert on leather care, but it does seem to really hydrate it and really just make it look new. But moving along here, we do now have the final Shear Revival product, the Shampoo Bar. This was made in conjunction with O'Dowd's, and it is specially made for daily use, removing buildup, and just refreshing your hair. I do actually think that this, as a shampoo bar, actually works especially well. The O'Dowd's one also works really well too, so it's not really a surprise for me, but it doesn't dry out the hair like some of the others I've tried in the past. It actually makes it feel very nice and clean. I would still recommend a conditioner with it from my experience, but I think this one does a great job of not only cleaning the hair and removing product, of course, but leaving it in a very healthy state. Phew, okay, so now that we've gone through everything with Shear Revival, we do now have to talk about Rugged Paw. This is a new line made by this brand to offer our canine companions the same all-natural love that we like to show ourselves. They offer a few products in this line, and I got a chance to look at a few here, the tonic spray and the paw balm, and because I don't have a dog personally, I decided to reach out to an experienced dog enthusiast for some help in looking at these further.
Hey, bud. Today we're going to look at Rugged Paw. This is my dog, Jake, and we're going to make him all better. We're going to start with the spray. This is going to make all the fur stuff. Jake is very happy. This is the balm. It makes the paws nice and soft. This protects the smells.
The snout?
Yeah. Shake looks very good. Bye-bye. So, I gotta spray his hair.
Well, wasn't that just the best thing you've ever seen in your whole life? I mean, seriously, he's so big now. I remember the first time I brought him on here, he like fit right here in my arm, and now he's taken over the channel, you know. But anyway, for the Rugged Paw stuff, it's pretty easy. They are made with healthy ingredients for the pets, both real and stuffed, by the way, and they smell really nice. I love the lemongrass scent on the spray. I bet you can imagine it was everywhere here in the studio when we filmed. But if you have a dog and you want it to be as happy as Jake was, he seemed pretty happy, you know, he always smiles like that. You know, but again, you know, I do think that they're very cool. I think it's very cool to offer your dog something as healthy as that. And if you want to check out any of the products from Shear Revival or Rugged Paw, a link will be in the description there for you. I highly recommend this brand. I definitely consider them one of the true pioneers of the homebrewing community. And if you enjoyed looking at their offerings with me today, make sure you tap that like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, make sure those notifications are turned on, especially for next week as we take a look at the reformulated line from Nostalgic Grooming. It should be a good time, and I hope to see you guys there. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.